Hi everyone, welcome to episode 115 of the Army ThinkTank Podcast. I am Jan.
Jess.
And how are we doing this week?
Oh boy. The excitement is starting to amount in a way that I can't control anymore. Luckily tomorrow, because I fly out tomorrow to LA. And
by the time this comes out, Jess will be in LA.
Yeah. I will probably be in the merch line when this comes out.
Most likely, yeah.
Hopefully not. Hopefully we get in and out, and then I can go have tacos. That's like the plan.
Yeah, if hopefully by noon PST you will not,
I will not
be in the merch line.
God, I hope not. But yeah, so I leave tomorrow. Luckily I have my boxing tomorrow, so I can like get out all the like extra energy.
So you have your boxing and then you leave like afterwards.
Yeah,
I'm assuming.
Right after. Yeah, I have to go to the airport like right after. So nice. But yeah, I'm very much excited for everything that's gonna happen this week. I will obviously be updating Instagram like crazy. It's my platform. What can I say?
I'll be living through you as I usually do. So
yeah, I'll try to film as much as possible. Maybe like put together some kind of video that I can share afterwards. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to everything. I'm excited. I haven't like seen very many spoilers about the show, so I'm kind of going in.
I have a friend that went in like I don't know how they managed, but they went in completely spoiler free.
Wild.
And they were like, this was worth.
Yeah.
This was 100% worth.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm going to 2 shows. So one will be the Thursday night, so May 11th, and then the other one will be on the 14th. So yeah, if you like, we also are, my friend and I are doing some freebies. So if you come and see us, then we'll have some freebies for you. They're really cute. I thought so anyway.
I have no doubt. I have no doubt.
We like had planned this out very much, so between the 2 of us.
I'm still dead from the gym from yesterday.
I'm assuming I'll be dead tomorrow, but
yeah, but fine. Like it's been with the temperature has been like slowly rising. Thankfully, we don't have like the full power of the Midwest humidity quite yet.
Ooh.
But it's hot. Like you get in the car, and it's like our gym is like not far enough for the car to like fully cool down before we get there. So you get there and then you go in, and then obviously you're washing by the AC, but it's like I'm still freaking hot. And then you start working out, you're like, okay, I'm dying.
Alright, I'm dead. I'm so dead. I know, yeah.
But I've been feeling pretty good about it. I'm officially back under 250 pounds, which is very nice. It's not my main objective, but it's a very nice like collateral.
Yeah, it's a very good feeling.
And yeah, so I don't remember the last time I was under that weight, so I'm pretty happy about that because I had them curves and I am stuck with them. Thanks, parents.
It happens.
Yeah, the way I say it's like, if any one of you follow me on like my personal Instagram, I am literally my mom's clone. Jess can attest.
I can. Yeah.
I'm literally my mom's clone, and the funny part is that physically I don't look like I got anything from my dad.
Right.
But on my dad's side of the family, there's a lot of ice skaters. So like my godmother, who's also my aunt, was a figure skater, and then my godfather also was a figure skater. That's how they met. My cousin was a figure skater until last year.
That's a lot of figure skating.
Yeah, that side of the family has what they call the figure skater butt, which is like a perky round butt, which I somehow inherited.
That's good.
Somehow. And well, my mom's side of the family has good hips, so I'm just like, hips don't lie, my guy. So I'm just here like, any like weight I'm able to pull off. I'm glad. But I also know that there's a limit to what my body will allow me to lose.
Yeah.
Because of those genes. But like, thanks, parents.
Thanks, parents. Yes.
But I've been feeling really good about it. Like, nice. For sure.
That's all that matters.
And I've been gaming as I usually am. If you're looking for me next weekend, I will be on the free weekend of Diablo 4 because that's happening before the release at the beginning of June.
Oh yeah.
And I've been watching shows. I was just telling Jess that I binge watched Queen Charlotte in like half a day last week.
It's a good distraction, you know?
It's a good show too. I love like the Bridgerton stories, and I can't wait to be able to like get the books and just read it for myself.
Read them. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's like 8 books.
Oh, that's quite a bit.
Plus like a 9 that has like some more like stories from characters' perspective we didn't have in the other books.
Got it.
So, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Who's messaging me?
No one important.
Please, there you go. I had to tell them to contact me after the podcast.
Yes, good call.
But this week is a shorter week.
It is.
I don't think we've had like this short of a week
in a while.
In a long time.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, it's a short week. It's a short week, and then like weeks go by, and we're like, oh, this is even shorter than the last one. This is even
shorter. Yeah, because our last couple of podcasts have been pretty long because there's a lot of like content going around and a lot of things are happening all at once. Which I'm like,
well, we had the recent comeback of Yugi, so that kind of makes sense.
It eats up a lot of the stuff that we talk about during the week, for sure. So let's start with like some not fun news, and I'm quite disappointed that this is going to be the rule going forward. If you don't know, so usually for like North American and Europe shows, there's only one place where you can buy tickets, and that's Ticketmaster. It's the only option we have, especially since Live Nation was bought out by Ticketmaster recently.
Yeah.
So they truly do have the monopoly on ticketing and buying tickets, which sucks because what happens is if you bought tickets for the LA BTS show and the Las Vegas BTS show, those two in particular didn't have what's called dynamic pricing. So if you don't know what dynamic pricing is, it's basically a ticket is set at a price, but the more that ticket goes for demand, the more price that it increases. So you can have a ticket starting at $65, for example, and then go all the way up to $300 when you're checking out.
Yeah.
We had a lot of issues with this.
A lot of armies got surprised with the D-Day concert ticketing. They thought they were buying at a certain price, and then as soon as it went through, they're like, oh, we charge you like $400 more for that ticket you thought was, for example, $175.
Yes. So Hybe had opted into that because companies can decide whether they want to opt into dynamic pricing or not. And for LA and Vegas BTS, they did not do that. A lot of other shows that were going on at the same time did do that. So we were kind of like the unique show in that regard. However, recently they had announced that they are going to be continuing to opt into dynamic pricing for all of their artists. So TXT, LE SSERAFIM, New Jeans, 17, BTS, like all of their artists that are under the Hybe umbrella will be opting into this. This is terrible. And I hope that they really do listen to the fans online, because I know last week there was an entire discourse about dynamic pricing, and we already pay enough when we go to these shows. We buy a ton of merch. We obviously buy the tickets for the shows. We fly there, hotels, like all of these things are already expensive. And so to add an extra layer to that is very frustrating. And even when like my friend and I were trying to find tickets for the Thursday show, and before we actually had like gotten access to the Ticketmaster drop, it was a nightmare because all of them were like $1,000 plus for like 2 tickets. And you're just like, this is, unless Min Yoongi is literally going to have dinner with me, I don't think so. Like, that's my limit, Bruh.
If it's like a sure thing that he's gonna pick up my phone and record himself singing into it, like I don't care.
I don't care. Like I'm not.
It's like I love him, but not for that price.
I want to be able to support BTS in any way possible, and I love going to concerts. It's one of these things that like we get to experience as fans that is very unique to following a musician. But the fact that Ticketmaster is really just like gouging people out of things, and then not only are the dynamic pricings awful, but then you have all of these extra fees that they include in the tickets, and you're just like, you're paying like $1,000 plus for like a 200 level seat is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous, and I don't think that they should be doing this.
It's also like a lot of speculation and some context clues. Like a lot of people were saying that they're afraid of not making as much money now that BTS is slowly going into the military, but there are other ways that they could definitely go through that. 100%. You know, all the sold out stuff and merch on Weverse that a lot of people would like to buy because they couldn't whenever they were coming out. Just put that back in stock. Just like put that back in stock. It like we'll buy it. Like even like there was talk of a higher pay, like a membership plus on Weverse for lives and stuff, and I'm like, why?
It's
like there are other ways where you can definitely make that money if you're that afraid of it. Like I kind of see it as a sort of exploitation at this point. It's just 100%. Like, why would you go to these lengths when you know we're so freaking loyal to like any high group, really? To go to the extent of exhorting the fans.
I think that's also the problem with being a dedicated fan, is that they know how much they can take advantage of things. Now, I will say that Bang PD had said in an interview recently that he did in the States of like the fans talk and we listen. So I hope that they are taking the criticism that we have said online, specifically, obviously, like TXT's fans, MOAs and Carrots, and New Jeans fans and LE SSERAFIM's fans. Like, I know that they are vocal about this Ticketmaster thing, but ARMY is like very loud, and I hope that they are able to take that criticism and implement that going forward. I'm like, listen, I would do anything for BTS. I spend an enormous amount of money.
Listen,
on
it's
shit.
It's also just like we are extremely loyal and we have very good ideas. It's just like, actually listen to us and you'll probably be a lot more profitable.
100%.
Than you currently are. Even though they are already very profitable.
100%. Like, I have no qualms about calling out something when it's not right. And this to me feels like an exploitation of our loyalty. And I'm like, you can't abuse that as a thing. So what I will say is, like, money talks. And so the more that we are vocal about these types of things, the more that the company is willing to change. Like, especially the implements that they put on Weverse for the lives, we had obviously changed that. So our voices do matter, and our consumption of the media that we were consuming on a daily basis, it matters. So let your frustration be
frustration known, but do not be
also
attacking them.
Don't attack the artists also. Like, it's not
the artist,
their
the company,
choice.
It's like it, because like that's not gonna help anything.
No,
you have to keep it like constructive.
Like it's not BTS's fault, it's not TXT's fault, it's not 17, New Jeans,
at the end of the day, they're also just employees behind.
This is about corporate decisions of how they're deciding to move forward. This is not about the artists themselves. So definitely don't take out your anger on that. And this argument that
keep loving them.
Like the argument that, you know, like BTS going into the military is ruining the future, or like, you know, making less money for they're fine, trust me. HYBE is making billions of dollars. I think they're good. And honestly, like all of BTS's like solo albums and shit that's coming out, they're fucking fine.
But like also like 17 is very popular. TXT is very popular. So there's 100%. Like
New Jeans.
It's like it's not like equivalent, but they're fine.
No, they're fine. Trust me, fine. As a company, they are doing well for themselves. And as company like stand in the realm of things, Hybe is probably one of the better companies, but this shit does not fly with me. You cannot abuse your power over people who are loyal to their artists. That is ridiculous. Absolutely not.
Please fix your shit, Hybe.
No,
thank you.
I'm not accepting this as a thing moving forward.
That's what I'm gonna say. Please fix your shit.
Yeah, that would be much appreciated. Thank you so much.
Put the merch back in stock. We'll buy it. We'll keep buying. We'll keep buying old albums. Like, that's not an issue.
No,
yeah,
none of that stuff is an issue at all. Also, like, I gotta say, like, Le Sserafim's new collection, their like athletic collection, makes me want to buy it. I don't even stan them as a group, but I want to own that.
Isn't it looks so good though?
My
hey,
God.
Have you listened to any songs on the Le Sserafim's new album?
I have, because it came across my like TikTok.
What do you think?
Oh no, they're talented, super good. Like, all their songs are super good. Such a fan.
It's a bop.
It's a bop, man.
It's a bop.
But me and my friend were actually talking about that. She was like, I kind of want to buy it. Like, I don't stand them, but I want to own it. Like, it looks dope.
I really want to as well, but obviously I'm not in a position where I can. But hopefully when I do, I'll be able to get it, you know?
I'm like, God, like, merch is never the problem. Just restock shit.
Yeah. You know, like old tour merch.
Oh, yeah. 100%. There are things that I still
want whale
from, like, PTD. The fucking listen, the whale will be like your saving grace, Hype, because like
how many restocks did they have to do during that pre-order? Didn't do like almost 5.
I think it was almost 5, but it was definitely 4 for sure. Like,
and I remember Mom was like, "I'm getting it for you, Jen. It's gonna be your wedding gift." I still appreciate you very much, Mom, for that. It's still sitting proudly on my shelf.
Or like the artist made merch. Like, come on.
Oh my God! That necklace, that pink necklace, still wears like every time I can. Yeah,
constantly. I'm just saying, like, it's extremely frustrating to, and as somebody who like
bring the wind chime back, I'll put it on my balcony.
I'll put it. But like, you know, it's extremely frustrating as somebody who like went through the ticketing process to feel as though I'm being taken advantage of because I want to see my artist be performing. That to me is
like we already
ridiculous.
had issues with Ticketmaster even before I went into 100%. That. Like I just remember us going through the ticketing process for PTVLA. Like I know I mention it every single time, but it's like that shit was traumatizing.
Oh yeah, no, it was
like
terrible.
like it kept. For those who don't know, the website kept telling me that I wasn't a Weverse member. Like a membership holder for BTS, and it was basically just kicking me out of the queue every single time because it couldn't verify, even though it did the day before.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we managed to get tickets, but that took way too long. I think we were at it for like 3 to 4 hours.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it was a very long and arduous process.
Yeah.
I think, you know, for Vegas, it wasn't that crazy for me. Because I was able to get in and out very quickly, but
yeah, because also with like the LA shows, there was a lot of the fact that the Map of the Soul tour was canceled. So you have so the reason why I could like be in the first to go in was because I had a special code because I was the ticket holder for Map of the Soul.
Yeah,
and so it's just like a slap in the face whenever the thing that's supposed to be working like as an advantage for me isn't.
Yeah, oh no, it's like Ticketmaster, we have probably went on like 5 or 6 rants about how terrible Ticketmaster is because it will never not be true. They are the worst ticketing I have ever seen.
And then the Swifties figured it out.
Swifties, we are on your side, trust me. Like, I understand how
we've been
terrible
known.
Yeah, like, we understand definitely how terrible ticketing has been for like every single show, and especially the artists like BTS, like Taylor Swift, whose fans are so incredibly dedicated to our artists that we will literally do anything for them, including spending thousands of dollars. But the fact that these like Ticketmaster and these companies think that they can take advantage of us, I don't think so. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. I don't think so. So anyway, I'm done ranting.
That was our rant. Thank you. Thank you for coming to our TED Talk.
Thank you for coming to our TED Talk.
Oh
God.
But we talked a little bit about it on last episode. But again, a reminder, the OST song for the film Bastion with OT7 will be coming out on the 14th. That is our Sunday, I believe, in the West.
Yes. It's Sunday.
Yeah. I'll be on Diablo. Fight me. I'll be playing it and gaming. But yeah, just a little bit of a reminder, because we talked about it like last week. We'll talk about it more next week because it'll be actually out.
Yeah, and we can have like a full conversation reaction.
Then we can cry because it's gonna probably be our last OT7 song until they're out of the military.
Pretty much, yeah.
Basically. Namjoon.
Junny, Kim Namjoon, our leader, our president. He's been on this thing of like doing collabs with literally everybody, and I'm here for it. He's in his collab era.
Listen, he's living his best life.
He's living his best life, and I'm completely here for it. So he came out with a song with Cody, who is like an incredible artist by himself. Let me just say, this whole album, his new album, is insanity. Like it's so good from top to bottom. But RM is featured on it because he was actually featured on RM's album. The song is Hectic. If you don't know it, stream it right now.
If you don't know it, Jess will come to your door and let you know it.
It's one of my favorite songs. Like I genuinely love that song so much. But anyway, the new song's called Don't Ever Say Love Me, and oh my god, Namjoon's verse in that song is so devastating. I'm like, who hurt you? Because I'm gonna go and like break their kneecaps. Like, I need to know.
Literally, like when the song came out, the army Discord I'm in, everybody was crying.
Yeah,
it's simultaneously.
It's such a heartbreaking song. Like, oh my god, if you play that one and then Wildflower right after.
Don't start me.
Absolutely dead. I have updated my Indigo playlist to include this song on it, so if you want to listen,
as you should.
Yeah, I really love this song. I was really surprised by Kore's voice because he has this really beautiful like rap sing that he does that just
it seems like a very versatile and unique.
Yes. Yeah, it's such a unique voice too, because he's got this like mid-tone range that I really appreciate, because it's not usually shown or like showcased in a lot of music. It's either like that low or the really high. But like that mid-range is just so like juicy.
Yeah, it's not as showcased as other ranges. Yeah, for sure.
And I think even like Namjoon in this song is he's like in his pocket of that beautiful like mid-tone rap. He's like right in there, and it just it lights my ears up on fire, I tell you.
Little tingly
in the right spot of my brain. We talked about this. It like it fits right in there, and it's just it's so nice. Namjoon, love you, my boy.
But then he also made us cry with his letter on Weavers.
So first of all, how do you think we'll ever forget you? Never gonna happen. Absolutely not. His letter is extremely. I love when Namjoon like just speaks. Like from his. I love it when he speaks. I love it when he speaks like from an internal place, because it's so wholesome and he's so honest about his feelings toward things. And this made me really question about. I was waiting for the high.
Hello, this is Big Hit.
I was waiting for it. I was like, Junie, you can't do this to me.
Girl, you know it's coming.
I know it's coming. This letter felt kind of like a love letter that was like from somebody who's about to like leave you for a little bit. That's what it felt like.
It's giving me the feeling that they were talking about it internally for like an official date.
Yeah.
And at this point he was just like, I'm not waiting for the official release to be out, the official statement. I was like, I need to pour out what's on my mind and what's in my heart.
Yeah.
So at this point I think we're just waiting for the statement.
100%. Yeah. I don't disagree with that assessment, especially because I honestly feel like, you know, we had Indigo and I think we're probably getting like a secondary either album or song that's about to come out. Since he's been working really hard in the studio. We've seen his like Instagram stories. So I think like he's ready to like take this next step in the lifespan of this, which I'm incredibly sad about. I mean, he's the leader. He's Namjoon.
Yeah, I was really hoping that he would be the last one to go.
I know, but I don't think that that's gonna be the case. I also like think that he'll probably wait until Yoongi's back in Korea to leave, because I honestly think like he wants everybody to be there to send him off, which totally makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just it's heartbreaking. I don't
think he would do it while Yoongi's not in the country, because they're the two that have been together the longest, so I don't think
it'll either be like when Yoongi's on, because I believe Korea is the last day of the tour, or it'll be like one of the Asian countries that are there that he can just pop over.
Either that, or maybe he might be going at the same time as Yoongi, because Yoongi is a bit like Jin, is running out of time.
Yeah. Maybe they'll go together.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And I have a big feeling that they will not be in the same spot, not doing the same duties, because I think with Yoongi's injuries and surgery, he'll probably be more like desk work.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, that's my theory on the subject.
He has always been the person who always says what's on his mind, regardless of how people react to it or how other people are feeling about it. And that's one of the reasons why I love him so much, is he is so incredibly honest with us.
He's also just very well spoken.
Yeah, it makes me feel very connected. And these types of letters where it's not really like a formal thing, it's more like, these are like the thoughts that I'm having on my mind and I just need to like get it out, is so relatable.
Yeah.
It's just so incredibly relatable, and I relate to that feeling so hard, and I look forward to hopefully having him back.
Yeah, I know for a fact that a statement will come out like either as I'm waking up or while I'm sleeping, and so waking up to those is always heartbreaking.
It's so hard. So hard.
But then I'll be looking forward to the egghead memes on TikTok. It kind of helps a little bit.
It helps a little bit. It helps a little bit. Yeah, it helps.
Like, it kind of helps a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Yoongi going on with his tour as he usually does.
Yes. So he finished up his last day in Chicago last week. He is now currently in LA. The like Instagram video he made was so funny. I was like, boy, if you don't like the transition.
He's a comedian. That's what he is.
I'm literally dead. Amazing, first of all. I like am so looking forward to these LA shows. So he's got a show.
He's been enjoying himself a lot.
He's been so enjoying himself,
and I've had a lot of friends that went to the Chicago shows and they had a blast.
Yeah. He did a live just before he left Chicago, talking about like how much he loves us being there and like just showing up and screaming.
I was listening to him speak while I was in bed, and that was really nice. I always like when they do like later shows, like later at night shows, for us, I can just put like, I don't necessarily understand everything that they're saying, but just like hearing them speak like kind of lulls me to sleep, and that's really nice.
Yeah, no, it is. So he was talking, like to bring the big cheers, to bring it gives him like hyping energy. It makes him excited for things. I also love this man to death about him just like roasting that person who is
the speak English.
Yeah, like speak English. He's like, no, I'm gonna speak in Korean. Bye. Absolute roasted this person. Dude, I hope the people who like say that have warm pillows at night and will not find beverages in the fridge when they need it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I hope your AC breaks.
I hope you have a very hot summer.
Because I've been there and it sucks. So I hope your AC breaks.
I'm just saying. Not okay. Don't ask them to speak English. Don't ask them weird fucking questions that they're not going to answer.
What did Tay write?
Is Tay on Weavers?
Yeah, he just answered to a message from a fan.
Oh, what are you saying, Kim Tae-young? I know Jimin came and visited.
The person wrote, Jimin, good morning, and Tay answered, good morning.
Why is he like this? I love you, Kim Tae-young. Don't ever change, my boy.
He's like, Jimin's not here anymore. It's Tay time.
It's Tay time.
It's Tay time.
He is such a troll, and I love him for that. Like, genuinely.
The fact that he still has the Yontan photo.
I can't with him. He's so funny. Oh my good god. Anyway. Speaking of Jimin,
sorry, I just saw Jimin's latest post and I was like, you good?
Yeah, Jimin was on Weverse like this morning or like this afternoon talking about a dream that he had about
I woke up and had a dream where Jin and Yugi took an MV and went to eat together.
So cute. First of all, they would of course eat a meal with you, Jimin. I don't see a problem here. And then he was just talking about how he's trying to like be better at like sleeping and like a schedule that like makes sense, especially because he just got back from the States. So trying to maintain a relatively normal schedule. Very adorable. So he is also in his collaboration era, apparently, taking a note from Mr. Kim Namjoon.
To be fair, like all of them against Tay, like except Tay for so far. But
he is going to be on the title track for Fast 10 with a song called Angel Part 1. He's with a whole bunch of other artists as well. I will say I don't necessarily know a lot of the other artists that are on here. I do know that a couple of them have some not so nice things about them. Koda Black being one of those people. Anyway, so yeah, Koda Black, and
I'm just excited because Jimin is on it.
Yeah,
that's literally the only reason.
True. Annalie Choppa, Jimin, an artist called JVKE. Again, I don't know most of these, so I'm really sorry, but and then
I feel like I've heard this one before.
Well. Yeah, he's probably a TikToker, honestly.
I think so. Yeah, he's the dude that made Golden Hour. That's gonna be good.
That makes sense.
That's gonna be good. I would be so excited in this. Like, if I was him, like, I'm gonna be on the track with Park Jimin.
Yeah, I mean, iconic. It's Park Jimin. I've listened to. I've listened to the preview of Angel, and
it's all over TikTok.
It's all over TikTok. He obviously, it's Jimin. Like, what else do I have to say about that boy and his musical talent that I haven't said already? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just amazing.
I think we praise Jimin literally in every single episode.
100%.
Even if there's like no massive news about him, we
we're
praise Jimin every episode.
It's Park Jimin. But yeah. So we got to do OST coming out for the Fast 10. First of all, I am really surprised. Like, we already know that Jimin loves that series. He like watches it constantly. He already said it like during a live. I am just surprised at how many movies that this franchise has been making.
Listen, they need to stop at some point. That's like Grey's Anatomy having like
15 seasons. Yeah. No, I know. Well, and you know, if you've watched Fast and Furious, specifically the first one, it's about car racing. And then after Tokyo Drift, I don't know what happened. It's not about car racing anymore. Like, I genuinely have no idea what's going on. Ever. That series makes no sense. Not to be a Fast and Furious hater. I'm really not. Like, enjoy what you enjoy.
That's like the Riverdale series. Like, no hate, but like the first 2 seasons were great, and then the story just went somewhere.
I don't know what's going on. Genuinely,
I think they're in their last season now, thankfully.
I don't know what's going on.
It went on for too long, in my opinion.
I gave up.
I gave up halfway through season 4.
Same. I was like, I don't understand what's happening anymore. Like, how is this a show right now? Genuinely.
How is this the Archie comics?
Makes no sense. I'm like, so Sabrina got canceled, but this stayed? In what context? Like,
I can understand that, like, because like when I was watching season 3 of Riverdale, I was purely watching because of dedication. Yeah. And then I was like, I can't do this no more. I can't do this to myself. And then I went into my K-drama era, and I'm still there.
Honestly, they're just so much better. I don't know.
Well, Asian drama, because I watch like literally like Thai shows, Chinese shows, Japanese shows, Korean shows.
It's all everywhere.
Yeah. Some of my favorites are Thai shows, dude.
I don't disagree with that. They're great. Yeah. Anyway, that was a fun rant about Fast and Furious. So yeah, Angel is coming out. I don't actually know when because I wasn't paying attention. So sure, it's coming out soon. I assume. I don't know.
It's already out. So listen.
At least the preview is out.
Let's move on to Tay.
Dropping May 18th. There we go.
That's what I thought. Yeah, like it must be close to. I think it was close to like the Bastion song. Yeah.
Yes. 18th. Okay. Anyway, let's move on to Tay. So Jinny's Kitchen is finished on episode 10, but last week they dropped a like behind the scenes / they were playing games. Oh, go and watch it. It's the funniest thing I've ever watched in my life. So hilarious, top to bottom.
Tay playing games, like you have me hooked right there.
Iconic. That entire and the three friends do this game together, and it's chaos. It's chaos. I am so glad that we like got an extra addition to Jinny's Kitchen just to like talk about like what the most things were talked about. Answer some questions, play some games, have some food. Like it's always nice to like have a decompression after a show to like talk about stuff and like explore things. It's just fun. I enjoy that type of content.
Yeah, content that's like super unserious.
Yeah, 100%. It's great. I have such a good time, and like the show itself is just so incredibly entertaining and so good.
Yeah, now that everything is out, I'll be able to choose a day and binge watch it.
Yeah, as you should.
It's on Prime Video, right?
My suggestion is get a bunch of food and like sit there and eat while you're watching the show, because every single time if I didn't eat beforehand, I was like, I'm hungry, and I would immediately order something because I'm like, I need food right now. But it was so good.
All right. Last but certainly not least, another not so fun thing happened this week with our baby boy.
JK. So he nicely came onto Instagram, or not Instagram, Weverse, and stated that somebody had sent him food through like a delivery service. And he politely asked people not to do that.
Yeah, politely but firmly, because at this point, it's not the first time.
It's not the first time. People have been... We already know, like, the amount of stalkers that BTS has is excessive. If you know his address, first of all, don't share it with people. I've seen that go online a lot of the time. Don't share their locations or where they've been or their flight status or anything like that. That is not okay at all. Also, don't send people food that they didn't ask for. Genuinely, like it's not just a thing of like they're not going to eat it because it's a safety concern. Like, they don't know who's touched their food, where it's come from, or anything like that. That is like a complete invasion of privacy. And I am so incredibly furious on his behalf.
Like, they don't know, like, someone, like, between the restaurant and his door, like, if anything happened.
Anything could have happened. He's not going to touch that stuff. It's the same with sending gifts and things like that. As sweet as it is, the best thing that we can do to support BTS instead of sending them like gifts is like write a cute letter on Weverse, or stream their albums, or buy their songs, or things like that. Like, don't invade their privacy.
Because like, we understand that you care, but in this instance,
this is
like,
not caring.
It's like, I know deep down that's what you're trying to convey, but that ain't it, Chief.
That ain't it. Don't spread their private information online. Like, we had this already recently with Jinny having a train person, like a travel personnel, spread his like address and personal information online.
But then a priest also just like posted things about Jinny 100%. Well.
Yeah, like, absolutely not okay to do those things. They are also people, and the fact that you think that this is an okay thing to do, are you okay as a person? Because clearly not. Yeah. Like, you just think that they are, celebrities, and
I'm gonna come out and say it, but this is parasocial behavior.
Yeah, you need to stop. No, stop. It's time to stop. And I did see like a lot of discourse of being like, well, JK's famous, so he should be used to it, or like, he's famous now, so we should get what we want. Like, absolutely not.
There's a lot of people as well, like, going like full, like, we put you where you are now. You're only famous because of us. It's like, you're not entitled.
No, you're not entitled to him.
Or is like, it's like, that's not how that works.
That's not how that works. Like, yes, we as ARMY definitely helped them get to where they are today, but that does not give us the right to invade their privacy at any turn. Like, absolutely not. No.
Because like, also, like, at some point, if this continues, like, there's nothing that would, like, they won't necessarily want to keep on doing with, like, sharing their music with the world, because they're like, these peoples are fucking crazy.
Exactly, yeah. And I think, he probably like won't come on Weverse that often, won't like, do lives and stuff. And we know that this is a trend that has sort of led to this situation, because when they're in hotels, people will like call their phones and like knock on their doors, and that stuff is just not okay. Like, absolutely not.
Like, ultimately, they want to spend time with us. They appreciate the time they have it with us. But like, these people that has these kinds of behavior ruins it for them and for the armies and the fans that actually care.
Yeah, 100%. Don't be that person. Also, if you know his address, please don't spread it online. It's not okay. If you see like tweets and Weverse comments, like, report them and block that person, because they are not, in the interest of protecting
don't engage those people.
No.
Report and block.
Report and block. The block button is free. Use it.
Don't give them the time of day.
Absolutely not, because they don't deserve it. And there is a ton of like fan sites and particular like people online who are stalkers and have been, charged with that, and also have like stalked their flight information and all this kind of stuff. Like, don't be that person. Don't, make us unsafe space where they don't feel like they can share their lives with us, because it ruins it for them when they're traveling, when they're even in their own country. It ruins it for everybody.
Yeah, because like, they want to share what they're doing. They want to 100%. Share it with us. But like, if you're one of those people that just breach that privacy every single time,
they're not going to want to do it.
Yeah.
They're not going to want to share.
Ultimately, their privacy and their like safety is more important.
100%. 100%. And I would completely understand if they were like, okay, that's enough. I'm done. Like, I don't want to share anything online. We'll make music, but that's the line at which we're drawing. And I'd be like, okay. Like, even if I were to see BTS in public, I would never approach them, because first of all, they're on their private time. Like, they don't need a bunch of fans coming up to them and being like, oh, hey, how's it going? La, la, la. Like, no, they're on their private time. They are enjoying themselves, and if they want to share with us, that is on their terms, not on ours at all. Just saying. Please be respectful of them. Please be respectful of, you know, their friends and family as well.
Stop being a butt.
Stop it. I even, like, there was an incident recently with Jimin's dad. He had to post online being like, there's only one account. All of these other accounts are fakes. Please do not follow them or give them attention. Just, like, report them. And
listen, that is how many ridiculous. Like fake like member Instagram accounts follows us every single day.
Oh my god, all the time. And I like always get DMs.
On our podcast one, on probably you too on your personal Instagram as well.
Yeah, I got one recently from Yoongi.
Yeah, I got a Jimin one recently as well.
He was like, "Oh hey, this is my private account."
Funny enough, I've never gotten a Yoongi one. It's always like
really,
I've gotten JK, Jimin,
yeah, I've gotten JK,
and
Jimin.
That's the 3 I've gotten.
I've gotten,
but it's and I've gotten them like multiple times.
Oh
yeah,
like,
different accounts. Yeah.
I have gotten Yoongi, Jimin, JK, J-Hope.
Oh, I think I had a J-Hope as well, but I haven't got
Namjoon as well.
I didn't get a Tae or.
Oh, I've definitely gotten Tae before.
I mean, probably on on my personal, like, I'm pretty sure I've only gotten Jimin, JK, and Hopi actually, and not Jin. Yeah. I think Jin was on the podcast one.
Yeah, I definitely was. Block that person right away. Let me tell you.
Yeah, it was like, or I get like random accounts being like, "Do you want to promote our jewelry?" I was like, "Nah, fam. No, I barely wear any."
I really don't. Not today. But anyway, the point of this is that BTS's safety is the top priority. Their privacy is a top priority. So
don't make them discouraged in humanity, please.
Don't do that. Just don't.
I'm already discouraged with humanity. Don't do that for them as well.
Don't do it. It ain't worth it.
But that brings us to artist shout outs for this week.
Yeah.
So my artist this week, it's been a while, but it's also been a while since I've shouted out their.
True.
Yeah. So this is an artist that I've been supporting for a very long time now. I think that's actually the first artist I've ever shouted out on the podcast. Yeah. It is Mary's artwork, an amazing BTS fan artist from Portugal. She never ceased to amaze me. She's so amazing, so talented, sweet. And I figured we might send some more love her way, because I always look forward to getting my Patreon rewards, and they're always so good. So go give her some love. She's doing some amazing things.
All the love.
What about you?
Artist this week. So I was actually getting my bag ready for the AgustD concert.
Of course it's more pins.
It's absolutely more pins, because I was deciding which ones I was putting in my bag and such. So this creator is K-Pins Wee, K-Pins Wee. They are extremely talented. I love the simplicity of the art, but also like the complexity at the same time.
Their name makes so much sense.
Yeah.
K-Pin Sweet for Sweden, because they're from Sweden. It makes so much sense.
Yeah.
That's clever.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
And their pins are amazing. Jesus.
They're amazing. Like, I love the simple designs, but you can still be like very complicated and intricate. Yeah. It's my favorite thing. Like,
the details on the outfits are amazing.
Yes. Like the simple face, but like the detailed outfits gets me. It really does. Makes me so happy.
It's so good.
It's just so good. I love shouting out pin shops. If you are a pin shop, you might as well follow us, because I'll follow you right back.
That is accurate, actually.
I will follow you immediately, especially if it's K-pop related. Ooh, immediate follow.
That is so
What do you mean? All right, let's do
songs of the week.
What do we got?
I was working out yesterday and when BTS came on and just made me hype again. So that's my BTS song.
Love it. I love it.
My non-BTS song is No Return Into the Unknown by Le Seraphim.
Shocker.
Well, it's such like it's very girly compared to like most of their other songs. And there's just like a pep, and even like they've been performing it a lot on like music shows, and they look so adorable, they look so girly, they're having so much fun.
I love that.
And so yeah, that's my song this week. It's really good. What about you?
My BTS song, no surprises here. It's Hectic from Indigo.
Also, you stole my non-BTS song, actually.
It's true. I'm also cheating a little bit because the entire discography of Indigo is my song this week. Namjoon's Letter just sort of like I had to put on his playlist.
And it just like reignite.
It just reignited like that spark in me. I've been listening to like Wildflower and like it's I don't know what it is about Indigo, but I love it so much. Like, it's so good.
I totally get you.
Go and stream it. Just go.
Just do it.
Just do it. And my non-BTS song, this freaking song, genuinely, as you guys know, girl groups are not really my thing. I try, but they're just but like, but this is the second song that this particular group I have shouted out. And it's 50/50. Another like small company group.
I believe 50/50 is the only artist active for that company as well.
100%. They are the only artist that company has.
And they're so talented.
They're so incredibly talented. This is a very similar thing, specifically with third gen groups, of them becoming very popular because the online scene allowed them to sort of spread their message very easily, like Twitter interactions and all this kind of stuff. And I really saw good discourse about it on TikTok with this particular song because of how.
By the way, the song is Cupid because we haven't said the name of the song, but her non-BTS song is Cupid by 50/50.
It's Cupid by 50/50. This song literally on TikTok you can't go anywhere without hearing it. Genuinely, like my feed is just
everyone and their mother is doing the Cupid challenge. Yeah,
everyone. I'm here for it. Listen, they're incredibly talented. I really enjoy the song. Like, it's a total earworm. Like, sometimes I'll catch myself singing it, like, in the kitchen if I'm doing dishes. Like
even the twin version, like, the completely, like, English version is so well made.
100%.
Because, like, sometimes, like, it's especially, like, earlier in time, like, now it's not as bad with most groups, but, like, when they put out,
an English version
of a Korean song, a lot of the time they get lazy with the lyrics.
Yeah, and it kind of doesn't make sense because
in that case, it's so well made. The lyrics 100%. Work. It's still like super clever.
Yeah.
And I love it flows really well.
It flows really well. And I also love that they are with a company that's not a part of like the big 3, 4 now, I guess. That we sort of know, which I love because it really does remind me of like BTS starting out as a part of this like unknown company, and the hardships that they sort of have to navigate through this. But yeah, 50/50.
They struck gold with 50/50. All 100%. 4 of them are like very talented.
Loving Me, I still listen to over and over again. I love that song, like unironically, it's so good. And then Cupid as the follow-up to that. Genuinely, it's a smash.
Because from what I've heard, like a lot of like their songs are very girly.
Yes,
but it has a certain maturity to it. At
100%.
the same time, I think it comes a lot from how their voices sound.
For sure, yeah, I think so too.
I love it.
It really reminds me a lot of Red Velvet. Like the way that they approach songs is very Red Velvet-esque. In comparison to like Twice, who are very like bubbly and like very
I'm very happy that Twice is finally getting into like a lot more mature stuff.
Yeah, me too.
Because they are grown women.
Yeah, like not that I don't love like Can't Stop Me and like all of these other songs. Like I genuinely enjoy those songs, but I think they're at this level now where they can sort of expand their discography to be
Set
more...
Me Free is great. And like I still listen to like to Fancy unironically. Oh, yeah. Fancy is a bop.
It's a bop, man. It's bop. It's bop.
You should try listening to Fancy while working out. They're like on a treadmill or something. That shit is fire. It's on my hype playlist, so
I'll have to do it. But anyway, yeah, just a small little shout out to 50/50.
50/50 is great.
Solid.
But that's it for this week. As usual, we have a new podcast coming out every Thursday and a new clip coming out every Sunday at 3 p.m. EST. You can also listen to us on the go, basically on any app where you would listen to a podcast on the go. If you're flying to LA, you can download the episodes and listen on the plane. I'm just saying, we're on Spotify and shit.
True. You're right.
But also you can find us on our social medias at Army Think Tank or at Army Think Tank Podcast. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified whenever we post a new video. On that note,
have a good week.
Have a good week, and have
I'll
a safe
see you
flight, Jess.